Okay, so now we're going to go on to our cheek puff, which is going to lead us into the wax tool. So I'm going to add a new shape. I'm going to say puff. There we go. So I'm going to select our geometry and go into our wax tool. I'm going to make my brush bigger. Click on the background, make my brush bigger. So this tool definitely works a lot better with the Wacom tablet than it does with the mouse. It also seems to work a little better when my brush is smaller on here. Now, if you hold down M, you can increase or decrease the strength of the brush on here interactively, like that. Say. And I can hold down Shift to smooth. I can make my brush bigger to do that. Smooth works a little better when we've got to be careful how big our brush is because we might accidentally hit areas we don't want. So let's look at see what it looks like. Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't see anything else in the face moving. And it did not. Actually, that time it was interactively working. Make my brush even smaller. They all have different behaviors on how the brushes work. So you'll start learning, like I'm going down the stream. Now, sometimes I will attack the cheek area here, and I mean the lip in this area, because it does kind of puff out too. But we want to be careful that we're not affecting the smile, because we want to be able to, you know, kind of do something like that. So if I'm doing a smile with this, I'll have to make a special shape just to work with this. So that's fine. That's going to be something, it's going to be like a corrective or a combined target when we go from there. So I'm just going to hold down Shift, and I'm going to smooth that out a little bit. Coming in there. We're just kind of looking around to see how it looks. That looks fine. Okay. Cool. So there we go. If you do make any mistakes, like if you, let's say I do something silly and I puff this out like this and I don't want that, you can go into the tool called the Erase tool. You see I'm in there, and with the Erase tool is it goes back to its original shape, and I can kind of just slowly erase that, like that. We're going to cover that a lot more in the future. I can hold down, I can go back into my wax tool, and I can make my brush bigger. Click on the geometry, click it bigger, and I'm going to hold down Shift to smooth a little bit to kind of kill off that. And there we go. Okay. Cool. So there we go. There we got our there. And we could also start doing some grabbing, where we can make our brush smaller. And then maybe I can pull down a little bit or move my vertices down. So when I'm puffing, they're kind of going that direction too. So you can kind of tug as well. Something like that. I don't want too much on there. And again, if you don't like it, you can just go into Erase, and you can erase it. Like that. Okay. So that's pretty much the cheek puff.